Those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? Fine, fine. I can't afford to forget about this work, though. Some very interesting applications.
What's up, you guys? Back with some more Skyrim.
Where is it I'm supposed to be going? Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
So we're doing more of the Dawn Guard DLC today. We just finished after I drop off these dragon bones and scales. If you guys haven't already, hope you guys need to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Let's go store our stuff real quick.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Hopefully we can get
It's a wonderful
some more vampires today. They are the blood.
Hello, my love.
So there's one more person we have to go get. And he happens to be
Back from
convenient. Before I started the stream too,
Where'd you come from? One less monster in the world. You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Ethron needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with? Vampires. That might change things. Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Ithran expects of me.
Oh, look, a bear. And some wolves.
That's it. One less monster. Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. Have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume. Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Super 54 again. One of my favorite crossbows. On we go with this quest.
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want? Hold it right there!
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, There's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat. Cozy little place.
Hope you're getting along with these ones. Takes some getting used to.
So we gotta follow Easter. Hey, monkey, where you at? Oh, he's up there. Oh, good, okay.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew, and no one believed. This is Fort Dawnguard, originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era. It was a bit of a black mark on the Hold's history. I'm trying to put it to good use. Serene needs help with her project to improve our crossbows. And if that doesn't interest you, speak with Gunmar. He has something for you. Stay alert.
Need something? Help get close at the front.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dimalo Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen before your friend here loses his patience. It's about me and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and he just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun, and vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop it. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I'm sorry. I had heard there were vampire hunters here. I thought they might want to know about a vampire plot to enslave the rest of the world. Was I wrong? Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now? Why? Because of that story about the prophecy, about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But, of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the moth priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your moth priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler, innkeepers, and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And
Any
no one
idea how you're
believed.
going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd been to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep.
Come on, Dan. Yes, the first place we're going to try to go to is the Cottage of Winter.
I'm sure you've made note.
Some of us stuff left yet.
Art, all this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you. A moth priest? What in oblivion do you need a moth priest for? Fine, fine. No need to get your britches in a twist. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The moth priests make their home in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a moth priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that. He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragon Bridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there.
To Dragon Bridge, I guess. How many doors does one need to open?
I'm sure you've made note.
Alright, just gonna go walk around. Check the map. Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. The shirt's on my shoulder. Thank you.
Kenapa? Di
Pay for that! Careful with that fire! Is it true what they say? There was a dragon who had been white. You released it? By the gods, man! White! Heard about you and your honeyed words. Heard about you and your honeyed words. I heard you were at the wedding of the Emperor's cousin. Solitude?
Make yourself useful and... Nah, I don't think so. Until next time.
You must be lost. The tavern is down the road a piece. You must be lost. The tavern is down the road a piece.
essentially just gotta talk to me.
Have you met my husband? Well, don't bother. Nah, I don't think so. Until next time.
Welcome, traveler. A moth priest? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about that. Try asking one of the guards. Good day.
It's so bright out there. I don't know how you stand it.
Are you I don't know what a moth priest is, but I did see an old man in a robe not long ago. He's riding in a wagon with some imperial guards. They didn't stop to visit, though. They rode through town, heading south, and went across the big bridge. It was only just a little bit ago. I bet you can catch them if you hurry up. Bye.
Just follow the blood trail. Easy enough. Ready? And you're good. One shot. How about it? Who wants it?
You want something?
Who wants it?
Now you pay.
You're draining my magic. I do not appreciate that. I'll be up there. Onion. Yes, sir.
That'll teach you.
Sigh.
What's my job? I hear.
That, I owe you a debt for the time we rescued you. Not as much as I would like. Even after spending decades of my life in study of the Elder Scrolls, they remain a great mystery to me. It's true for most of my brothers in the Order as well. We don't really know where the scrolls came from or who wrote them. What we do know is that some are born with the special gift to read the Elder Scrolls. These chosen few can divine events of the past and future within the scrolls, though in time it drives us to blindness. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell. Even today, the Elder Scrolls remain a great enigma. It is our sacred duty to study the Elder Scrolls. We read these ancient scrolls of prophecy in order to divine the future, and we use that knowledge to aid the Emperor. Sometimes, we venture out into the world in search of more scrolls for our library at the White Gold Tower. That is the very purpose that first brought me to Skyrim. It is the great spire at the heart of the Imperial City, among the tallest towers in all of Tamriel. The lower floors are home to the Imperial Council, and the Order of Moth Priests occupies the middle floors. The tower suffered damage in the recent war with the Aldmeri Dominion, and is not what it once was. I hope one day to see it restored to its former glory. I'm quite all right, thanks to you. Dexian Evicus is my name. I'm a moth priest of the White Gold Tower. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me, the fools. You do? All right then, enough mysteries. You have an Elder Scroll. Remarkable. If my knowledge of history serves me, I recall that the Dawn Guard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll. Just tell me where I need to go. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
impressed you could find a moth priest so quickly. For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
My trip to... my rescuer. It's good to see you again. It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home that would love to study this place in detail. Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Orion's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day is one.
I wonder what happens when we shoot that thing up there. I am curious.
The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. Something comes from this tower. I swear, I know what's more to the prophecy recorded in other scriptures. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragon, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. Vision darkens.
God has time.
No
Avoid
complete prophecy. So we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
You have a moment to talk. That moth priest, Dexy, he said we needed 2 other elder scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That doesn't exactly make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. It's not a question of trust. He's just obsessed with the prophecy. And from what I could tell, 1,000 extra years of obsession haven't made him any better. He should have found a hobby. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valeria. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? They'd be even less welcoming to her than they've been to me. It would have been a bloodbath. And since the Dawn Guard are still around, that must not have happened. Any other ideas? I don't think so. She said she wanted to stay awake in case the situation was resolved. It had to be one of us, and, well, she's so much more powerful than I am. It just made sense for her to be out here. Anything else? Wait, that almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look. True. But I know a way we can get to the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. But don't let me stand in your way then. I'll be at the dock whenever you're ready. I'm ready if you are. It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
Where are we? That.
Yes? What did you need?
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Yes? What did you need?
Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak.
Yes? What did you need?
Even with all my preparations, we can't be too careful. The monsters could strike us at any moment.
Do you have a moment? Gunmar and I have been talking and, well, we're slightly worried. We both realized that if Isran's even allowed us in here, he must be really concerned. And if he's that concerned, the situation must be pretty bad. Make sense? Yes, these vampires are a new threat, and a truly deadly one. Gunmar and I agreed that we're going to need Florentes to help. Gunmar and I have a lot of work to do here, so we were hoping that maybe you could track him down. He's a priest of Arcade. Well, he was. It's complicated. He's a little eccentric, but we can trust him, and we can definitely use his skills. Well, that's the thing. We don't know where he is. I haven't seen him in years. I think he had regular contact with the Vigilance, and I know Isran kept track of them. So maybe you could ask Isran if he knows anything? Just keep in mind that he, well, might not like the idea. What did you need? Yes? What did you need? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Can't wait to see the courtyard again.
If you're putting yourself in harm's way, you best be prepared. Take these. But
divine smile on you, friend. Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Yes? What did you need?
Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Who said something? Soreen or Gunmar? I thought they'd have learned their lesson by now. I don't trust that man, and I don't want him here. I suppose she's right. I shouldn't let my personal feelings get in the way. Last I heard of him, he was aiding the vigilance of Stendar Gunvald. He may still be there. If he can maintain some appearance of normalcy, I'll allow him to stay. Watch your back.
Yes? What did you need?
Alright. Let's see if we can find this joke. Spot.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Where'd you come from? Who's there? Where'd you come from? Done and done.
What's wrong with me? This has been the last thing we do in the stream today, you guys.
Who's there? Now you're mine.
You should have come here. Just a scratch.
Someone there? Now you're mine.
Where'd you come from? Who's there?
Hit it!
Who's there? Who's there? That'll teach you.
Now you're
Who's there?
I heard something.
That's a long dungeon.
Someone there.
It's in here.
This ends now. Weren't expecting that, were you?
You look bored. Kind of dead. I got potions. Crazy. We're almost to.
Done and done. Yes? What did you need?
Requires key. Doth one of you have a key to this key? For me. Gold. Gold. working on this stuff. Exploring. Let's get this guy out of this cage. It'll be nice. Hello.
I knew it. I knew Arcade would save me. I asked for help, and he said you. You are a very welcome addition to this dreary place, my friend. I owe both you and Arcade a great deal. I'm sure I'll manage to repay him later. But you, what can I do to thank you? I suppose I could. What, pray tell, is there? Isran, my help? Is this some kind of a joke? Did Arcade put you up to this? Isran's done nothing but mock me. He's never given me the respect I deserve. Look, I've just got myself out of quite a mess here, in case you haven't noticed. And while I appreciate your help, What's that? No, that's not what I... Yes, but... Are you sure? Really? Fine. Arcade says it's a good idea for me to go. I don't agree. He's not the sort of fellow you can just ignore. I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard then. Don't worry. Arcade will show me the way.
What did you need?
Can I not lock this? I smell treasure. Like that.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Alright. Quick run. And we'll come back next time. We'll continue down here. Other than that, hope you guys will leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. I say